Oh man, I hate pop quizzes. And it's 1 in the morning. Swing shift worker, you know. I just finished one God Thor's video about his 3 favorite preps, I think. 3 prepping questions. What's your favorite means of water purification? What's your favorite firearm? What's your favorite food prep? Okay, I'm going to call this a pop quiz. Let me get my slippers on here. Okay. Now, favorite firearm. You know, I gotta go with what's familiar. I always, let's see. You know, having spent time in the military, I basically have your straight, regular old AR with the holographic scope. So you don't have to look exactly through one point. You can just pull it right up and shoot. I keep one in the pipe, and I have tape over it just in case, so I can break the tape if I need to. And I buy a new magazine every year, so I keep this puppy loaded. And that is just in case we had something serious going down. Now, everyday carry, however, I prefer a pocket carry Ruger LCP 380. It's just a tiny little thing you can just slap in your wallet like so. It's easier with 2 hands. Okay, boom. And then you can easily just yank, and you've got it in your hand. Laser sight, because I'm not really an expert marksman. So basically point it right at whatever it is you need to point it at, and basically boom. And I'm not a big fan of guns. I really don't like guns at all. But as a general rule, it's just an appliance for the most part, although that revolver is pretty. But so basically this is just my everyday carry, and I just keep it with me at all times, except when I'm at work. They frown at people carrying weapons at work, so I don't. So that's guns. Okay, I got some ammo, but not a huge amount. I need to probably stock up on more. Now, back at the condo, space was an option, but now that I'm in the house, things are better. Okay, let's see here. Keys. Okay. Now, the second thing was water purification, but that's in the garage, so I will just go straight to food for the time being. Now I have some canned food here, and yes, I also eat a lot of fresh stuff. My big thing is I do a high carb, low fat diet, and it's allowed me to peel off 10 pounds. I eat a lot of bananas, a lot of fruit. I mean, I have fruit every day. I have a significant portion of my calories every day is pretty much fruit. Not necessarily organic, but I buy it when I can. There's a little business not too far away that's independent, and they basically, I like supporting small business when I can, but a lot of their stuff is not organic. As far as food goes, I mean, I like spaghetti, I like some canned food, but not that much. I've been known to eat a little top ramen from time to time. And so basically, I mostly just store what I eat here. But when it comes to food, I mean, I have some freeze-dried food, but basically, you really can't beat the size and the storage factor of grains and beans. I mean, and rice, of course. You've got the regular old white rice, and you got beans, and you've got I I mean, I'm a big fan of navy beans and those white beans, and of course wheat. Now, these are big buckets of wheat, and there's like insane amounts of calories in these buckets of wheat. And you can cook the wheat just like I generally cook it. And you can also throw it in the grinder and make pancakes and gravy. If you happen to have meat, you can make just insane varieties of things. You can take white beans and you can combine them with things like tuna fish. You can combine it with just tons of stuff to add to basically lengthen the amount of these things that would be difficult or in difficult supply in an emergency, such as tuna fish. You can throw white beans in with tuna fish and triple the volume of the tuna fish, meat, whatever, and it's better for you than straight tuna. And also it's also the taste of the tuna is so strong that the bland taste of the beans is lost, and basically the beans end up tasting like whatever you have them mixed with. So especially like white beans, you just don't even notice them. And if you're like poor, or you're in a disaster situation, or the shelves are empty, or you can cook some white beans and 1 can of tuna fish, and then some wheat, which you cook in your wheat machine, or even pancakes, and then you can basically stretch like 1 can of tuna fish and some beans with some whole wheat bread. The beans and the whole wheat bread together make a complete protein, and plenty of carbs in that wheat as well. And basically that's like major, you can work all day on that stuff, and that's just one option. And of course I've got mayonnaise and stuff to go with it. But basically, you cannot beat the volume requirements for storage and the shelf life of beans and wheat. I could be eating these things when I'm 65. Well, let's see, 48, 58, 68. Yeah, easily. I could be eating it when I'm 75. These things have like a 30-year storage life. And in the pyramids, they actually have wheat that's able to sprout, and they were from 2,000 years old. And obviously, if it sprouts, that still means it has nutrition. So probably a next generation could be eating that. Excuse me. Not so much with the white rice. Now, I think the shelf life inside these bags is about 5 years, and I haven't vacuum sealed those, and I won't, because it's been in the bag too long. I'll if they're like 4 years old, I'll just toss them in a food bank or something. Okay. I also have a lot of like beans and tuna fish, and I like the Yoder's meat, but I don't really eat as much meat nowadays because, it's just not all that great for you, and basically I feel so much better now, and my blood pressure is back into normal range where it was borderline high. So basically, wheat, brown rice, or wheat combined with beans, that's a complete protein. You don't even need meat. You got a 30-year shelf life right here. So, okay. So let's see. Now let's continue. Okay, let me get some illumination here, because okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. I've got some water stored, not a lot. I have a water filter in here that's just like a big water sock, and you throw it over the gutters, and then you can fill a 5-gallon bucket with it. Yeah, it's back there somewhere. Anyway, I don't feel like digging for it right now. So let's see. I've got some water storage, but yeah, well, okay, well, so basically that's it. Later.